All right, so this is your 2 by 2. Again, I would strongly encourage the shortcut on these. So I'm multiplying -3 times 1 minus 2 times -2. You'd get -3 minus a -4, so +4, which is +1. And that goes on the outside. It would be 1 over 1, but it's obviously still just 1. And then we switch the locations of the A and D. So it'd be -3 and 1, and then we change the signs on the other two. So this ends up just being -3, 2, -2, 1. Easy stuff, right? Then comes the torture, okay? The 3 by 3. So I have to rewrite this with the reduced row echelon goal on the right-hand side. So this would be 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So I already have the 1 in the top left, right? So I need to get a 0 here. How many of you did row 1 times -3? Okay, so -3, row 1 plus row 2. So I'm -3 all the way across. -3, -6, -6, -3, 0, 0. Plus row 2, 3, 7, 9, 0, 1, 0. And I get 0, 1, 3, -3, 1, 0. And that takes the place of row 2. Then I need a 0 where the -1 is. So how many of you added row 1 and row 2? Okay. If you didn't add, what did you do? You're just not listening to me. Fantastic. But it's already negative, right?
Oh, I just added row 1.
Right, that's what I asked. That's what I would assumed most of you did.
I got the 1 before.
But the first step I just multiplied row 3 by 3 instead of row 1.
Oh, okay. All right, so your steps in between might be different, but the end result should be the same. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 3, -3, 1, 0, and then 0, -2, -5, 1, 0, 1. So then I need a 0 where the -2 is, but I can't lose the 1, the 0 on the front, so I can't use row 1. You have to use row 2 and row 3. So I can do 2 row 2 plus row 3. 0, 2, 6, -6, 2, 0, 0, -2, -5, 1, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1, -5, 2, 1. And that takes the place of row 3. Now I need a 0 here, here, here. So, and I have to, for these two zeros, you have to use row 3. So if I did -3, row 3, and add it to row 2, I'm going to get the 0 that's here. So 0, 0, -3, 15, -6, -3, 0, 1, 3, -3, 1, 0. And that takes the place of row 2.
Isn't it positive?
Yes, thank you. 0, 12, -5, -3, 0, 0, 1, -5, 2, 1. I need a 0 where that 2 is, so I can, again, I have to use row 3. -2, row 3 plus row 1. That takes row 1, 1, 2, 0, 11, -4, -2. 0, 1, 0, 12, -5, -3, 0, 0, 1, -5, 2, 1. And the last 0, I have to get where the 2 is. You have to use row 2. negative 2, row 2 plus row 1. 0, negative 2, 0, negative 24, positive 10, positive 6. 1, 0, 0, negative 13, positive 6, positive 4. And then the right side of this is your inverse. It should be negative 13, 6, 4, 12, negative 5, negative 3, negative 5, 2, and 1. All right, so we're going to do 7, 7 between today and tomorrow, okay? We're going to do, it's called the determinant of a square matrix. We're going to learn what we already know, which is the determinant of a 2 by 2. And then tomorrow, we're going to do minors and cofactors today, and then we'll do 3 by 3 tomorrow. So the determinant, like I said last week, right? This, we already know what it is. It's the Jesus fish. We just didn't have its name officially yet. It's called the determinant of a 2 by 2. So that fish only works on a 2 by 2. We're going to learn a different method to do the 3 by 3. Okay, but remember, you multiply. So I would multiply these two and then subtract from it the product of those two. You don't put it under 1 for this. The determinant is just that, and then you'd multiply like that. Multiplying in of the determinant is the inverse part. So the determinant itself is just the products and the subtraction, or the difference of those two products. So if I had 1, 2, 3, 4, it would just be 4 times 1 minus 3 times 2, 4 minus 6, or negative 2. So that's the determinant, okay, of a 2 by 2. When you see the little box without the tick marks, like notice the difference between this format and this format. The one on the left is saying this is a matrix, and the one on the right, just that like looks like absolute value bars, is saying find the determinant of this matrix. So it will either say it in the instructions, it would say find the determinant of the matrix, or you will see the absolute value bars, and that's what it means. It means find the determinant of that. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so this one says evaluate the determinant of each of the following matrices. There's an R missing from that word. It should be matrices, okay? So for A, again, you're just doing the little fish. 1 times negative 2 minus 5 times 3, negative 2 minus 15, which is negative 17. B, same thing, negative 1 times negative 3 minus 4 times 2. And I get 3 minus 8, which is negative 5. Easy stuff, right? Questions on that? Mm-hmm. All right, these are called minors and cofactors. So I'm going to teach you a different method to doing a 3 by 3, but one of the ways that you can do a 3 by 3, because you can't use the fish, uses what are called minors and cofactors. So I'm going to teach you what they are. If you are ever like Googling or you're on YouTube and you're looking for a way to get the determinant of a 3 by 3, you'll see some methods use the minors and the cofactors. So I'm going to teach you but I'm going to teach you the other method because I think it's easier. Okay. So minors, the minor of a matrix is in its individual cells. So you find the minor of each individual entry. If I wanted to find the minor, so like let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4. To find the minor, there would be 4 minors, okay? Each one comes from crossing through the row and the column of the cell that you're trying to find the minor for. So if I'm trying to find the minor for this spot, that spot is called row 1, column 1, right? I cross through the row it's in and the column it's in, and whatever's left is the minor. So that would be 4. Literally draw a line through it.
Wait, right, that's only for number 1.
We'll get there.
That's only
So then I go to 2, right? If I want to get the minor of that location, I now cross through that row and that column, and what's left is 3. Then I would get where I want the 3, so I cross through that row and that column, and what's left is 2. And then I'd cross through, and then if I want to find the one where the 4 is, I cross through the row and the column that 4 is in, and what's left is 1. So the minors are that, 4, 3, 2, 1. When it's a 2 by 2, it's literally like you cross through it, you just get what's left, okay? When it's a 3 by 3, when you cross through, there will be 4 things left, and you have to find the determinant of those 4 things. So if I had a 3 by 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to walk through a whole one in a minute. But if I wanted to find the minor of what that first location, I cross through the row and the column that it's in, and what's left is 5, 6, 8, 9, and I have to find the determinant of that. So I would do 9 times 5 minus 8 times 6. So 45 minus 48, which is negative 3. And then that is the minor for the first one. So whichever spot you're trying to find the minor of, you cross through the row and the column that it's in, and you find the determinant of what's left.
So if we're doing that for 2, we would cut across 5 through 8, and then 1, 2, 3. So
Yeah, it's just hard on, so yeah, there's a lot of determinants in your near future. So if I want to find the minor of 2, I cross through row, column, and I'd be finding 4, 6, 7, 9 determinant.
the screen.
Oh, wait for it.
Why did you put it in its own matrix? Is that what we're
You're going to rewrite all the minors. So all the minors would go in a new matrix.
It would go across.
Yep,
and down.
yep. It should be a 3 by 3. It should have the same result, okay? So you're going to have to do, like, if it's a 3 by 3, you're doing the determinant 9 times.
Is that going to be on the quiz?
Yes.
You just have to find it for
But you don't have to do it.
Yes. No. The minors and the cofactors have to be done this way. Finding the determinant of a 3 by 3 doesn't have to use
So
this.
what do the answers look like?
So it will be a matrix with 9 numbers.
Another 3 by 3 matrix.
Correct.
How long does this take?
It doesn't. You'll get good at it, and it won't take you very much time. Yeah. So that's the minors, okay? The cofactors are the minors, so you have to find the minors, but then you change the signs of the locations, every other location. So like whatever, if it's a 2 by 2, I change the signs on the top right and the bottom left number. So if I had done the minors here, right, this one was the minors, that's my minor. The cofactor would be 4, negative 3, negative 2, and 1. So minors, you don't change the sign. Minors, you just cross out. But the cofactors, you change the sign. For a 2 by 2, it's those 2 locations. On a 3 by 3, it's like your north, south, east, west locations. So the top, middle one, the middle one on the right, the bottom on the bottom, in the middle, and then on the left again. Yeah.
Is that for at the beginning or once you have the determinant?
So it's going to say find A, the minors, and we're going to go through cross out, and then it's going to say B, the cofactors. And you literally take what you already found, the minors, and you change the signs on those specific spots.
Is there any possible way to avoid doing all 9?
No.
What is the cofactor?
The minors with the signs changed.
The minor is
The minors, the one that we crossed out.
okay.
And then the cofactors, you take what you get from that and you change the signs on those spots.
What's about the determinant?
The determinant is what gets you the minor. Yep.
For the minor, for like the 2 by 2, aren't you just like switching your diagonal? Like the numbers?
Not always. It depends on the numbers. Oh, you mean when you do the minors where you cross them? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were doing like 2, right? But if you would cross out, there would be 1 in the middle. Does that make a difference?
Say again?
Like if you were finding the
Like, which one? What are we talking about? This one?
no, the top. Yeah. Yes.
This
Sorry, got this.
Yeah.
Like if you cross it out, how would you put that into a little thing?
Like that. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So like if I was to, let's say I'm doing the 6 spot, like I would cross through the row and the column, and then what's left is these 4 spots, and I put them in that order. We'll do a full fresh one. So we'll start with the 2, okay? And then we're gonna do a 3 by 3. So the 2, again, it says find the minors and the cofactors. So the minors is the things we're gonna cross out, And then the cofactors are the ones that you're going to change the sign on. So for the first one, I would cross through the row and the column that the 4's in, and it's -6. And then I go to the next one, and I cross through the row and the column that the 5's in, and it's 3. And then I go to the next one, and I cross through the row and the column that the 3's in, and it's 5. And then I go to the last one, and I cross through the row and the column that the -6 is in, and it's 4. No, you don't have to do the fish when it's a 2x2. That is my answer. This is the minor. You only have to do the fish on a 3x3 because there's not just one number left when you cross them. So then B, the cofactors I just changed. Remember, I changed the one in the top right and the bottom left. So this I keep. This one I change. This one I change. This one I keep. So -6 stays -6. The +3 becomes -3. The +5 becomes -5. And then the 4 stays as it is. So the first one is the minors. The second one is the cofactors.
So you don't switch the locations or anything?
No, that's for the inverse, right? We're just crossing. They do just swap, but it's because you're crossing through the rows that it's happening. Okay, so then a 3x3. So again, A is the minors. This is going to take a lot of work, right? It's going to take 9 determinants. The whole point is to you're getting forced practice, which is good. So for the first spot, I cross through the row and the column that the 4 is in, and I have 2, 1, -1, 1, and I'm finding the determinant of that. So 2 and times 1 minus -1 times 1, 2 plus 1, which is 3. Then I go to the next spot where the 0 is, and I cross through the row and the column that the 0's in, and I have left -3, 1, 1, 1. So it's 1 times -3 minus 1 times 1, -3 minus 1, which is -4. Yep. Yep. Then I go to the spot where the 2 is. I cross through the row and the column that it's there. And I get -3, 2, 1, -1. Sorry, that's really hard to read. So I do -1 times -3 minus 1 times 2. 3 minus 2, which is 1. Okay, now I'm going to where the -3 is. Oops. This is so much easier to do in Notability. Okay, -3, cross through the row and the column, and I have left 0, 2, -1, 1. So 1 times 0 minus -1 times 2, 0 minus a -2 becomes +2, and that's 2. Then I go to the row and the column that the 2's in, and I get 4, 2, 1, 1. 1 times 4 minus 1 times 2, 4 minus 2, 2. And then I go to the row and the column that the 1's in, and I get 4, 0, 1, -1. So -1 times 4 minus 1 times 0. -4 minus 0, so -4. And then I go to the bottom row, cross through the row and the column that the 1's in, and I get 0, 2, 2, 1. 1 times 0 minus 2 times 2. 0 minus 4, which is -4. And then I go row and column of the -1, and I get 4, 2, -3, 1. 1 times 4 minus -3 times 2. 4 minus a -6 becomes +6, which is 10. And the last one, row and column, and I have 4, 0, -3, 2. 2 times 4 minus -3 times 0. 8 minus 0, which is 8. It doesn't matter the order technically, but be careful on like the crossing through. They have to be placed in the right spot. So those are the minors, right? Now the cofactors, I literally just rewrite that, but I change the signs on the north, south, east, west. So it's plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. So we change the signs on these 4 locations. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Everything else stays the same. So it'd be 3, positive 4, 1, negative 2, 2, positive 4, negative 4, negative 10, and 8.
You wouldn't make the negatives positives for the other sides?
Nope. Only those 4 spots. Yeah. And there's a reason to it. Like you can use this to then find the determinant of a 3 by 3. But like I said, I'm going to teach, God bless you. We'll do that 1, we'll do that tomorrow. And 2, I'm going to teach you a different method. Yep.
Is there homework due tomorrow?
No.
Ooh, wait,
Yeah.
oh, never mind.
Okay, so if you want to find if you're trying to find the determinant on a, like a 2 by 2, you're going to go back to your matrix menu. You're going to go over to edit. You're going to enter in your 2 by 2. So I'm just going to do this one. 5, negative 2, 2, 3. And then I go second quit, go back to your home screen. I entered the matrix. Like there was a 2 by 2 in there, so I just used that one. You could do anything. What?
Wait, how do you make a 2 by 2?
So when you go to edit, did you go to edit? Second matrix, go over to edit. At the top, change it to a 2 by 2.
There's like numbers.
Yeah, there were numbers in mine too.
Do I clear it?
Sure, if you want to make sure that you're doing it right so you have the same answer as me. I'm doing 5, negative 2,
Oh.
2, 3.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to go second quit and go back to your home screen. Quit is next to second, yeah. And then in that matrix menu under math, it says DET.
DET.
That's determinant. Hit that. Second matrix, use A because that's the one we're finding, and hit enter.
Oh, I got one.
Well, your numbers might have been different than mine.
Oh, so that's how you check.
That's how you, yeah. And there's one on the homework that says use the graphing utility to do the determinant. Do that. Don't go through the, it's like decimals and stuff. It would not be fun. I mean, you could do it, but it's not just you, it's her too, yeah. Oh. Oh. All right, and then on the homework tonight, you can skip 4 and 5. That's what we're going to do tomorrow. That's a 3 by 3. We'll do that tomorrow. So if you want to start your homework tonight, you can. It's not very long. You can save it for tomorrow. I don't care. I kind of gave you that option. If you know your tomorrow's swamped and you're sitting at home twiddling thumbs today, then you could do it today. If you want to wait till tomorrow, that's fine too.